Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to make a brief video in regards to the first series of the Slow Reset Detox Challenge, and we'll discuss what's coming up for this following second series of the Slow Reset Detox Challenge. And yeah, so sorry I didn't make a live earlier. I've been kind of like chilled, laid back, doing whatever I want to this weekend, and I figured it'd be a lot easier to make one video and put it on all platforms. So I apologize. Don't mind me. I'm fresh out of the shower. My hair is air drying, so it's looking a hot mess right now. I hope everybody is having a beautiful weekend. And so, yeah, let's talk about these questions. So I had a few people come to me telling me that they were, one, either triggering, two, they didn't know how to respond, and three, they didn't even know how to be positive about the responses, I guess you could say. And, you know, if anybody's been following, you know that I made a video about the questions aren't supposed to hurt you, but they could possibly trigger you. And that's why I had assigned us to do homework this past yesterday to go back through the questions and see how we were negatively impacted through those responses. And if we were to make a resolution to turn those negative aspects into positive ones. So I hope you all got a chance to do that. If not, it's never too late. We'll be using our journal for the whole rest of the challenge. So whenever you get the time, if you want to go back and look at your responses to those questions, they're there for you to do so. All right, so I don't remember exactly where I left off with my own responses to the questions, but I believe it was probably the 6th or the 7th day. And then so I had the remaining, the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th to respond to. So we're just going to go over those questions and answers really quick. Oh my gosh. Don't mind my co-host over here. She likes to chime in. All right, so I believe the 8th was the last day that I let off. If not, I apologize. But March 9th, the question was, what do I not like about myself? I don't like that I overthink everything, something I've been working on, and the fact that I put myself in mental conflict because of someone else's feelings. My resolution for this: practice boundaries and get in the habit of redirecting my thoughts and creating healthy patterns. This is something that I've been working on so heavily lately, and I think I'm doing really well. But of course, it's hard for me not to overthink certain situations just because my communication is my thing. So it's like I brainstorm vocally in my head before I ever even say anything, except for whenever like I'm on the spot making these videos. Sometimes it takes me a couple times, but I mean, and it just depends on what the situation is. I tend to overthink it, and I've been doing pretty good with not taking it to the extremes lately. So right. So, okay, March 10th, what do I regret? Now, I don't know if I've already posted this, but regret is not a word I really like so much. So, I just want to throw that out there. So, my response was, I don't regret anything, but the wisdom or lesson I learned from certain events taught me to change my way of reacting and think before acting. So, because I do overthink situations, it is almost sometimes it can be a benefit to this scenario, because before I act out on my emotions or my feelings or my thoughts, I seem to have already thought about it before I do it. Now, what occurs when we get wiser and we go through certain events in our lives, we tend to think back, oh, I wish I could have, I wish I would have, all of that mumbo jumbo. But I think what that's actually doing is preparing us for if a situation like that happens again, we know how to go about it in a healthy way, which my resolution for that was to remain authentic. And I feel like as long as we're living in our truth, then we can't really steer ourselves in the wrong direction. And therefore, it's not considered a regret. It's more or less a learning lesson. All right, so March 11th, which was the last question of the first series, which was, what are your dreams? My response to that is to be, I don't want none, thank you. You eat them. I don't want them, Lula. Thank you. My response was to be an aspiring leader and guiding others to find their true calling and healing, an author, a designer, an explorer, a creator, to grow and expand my knowledge, and to leave a legacy for my children. My resolution for that, never lose faith. So I have a, oh gosh, my nose is itching like crazy. Somebody's talking about me. So if you're watching me and you're talking about me in the next couple hours, I know. My nose knows. So, yeah, I feel like I've always had like these huge dreams inside this little person, this little body. So there's so many things I want to do, so many things I want to achieve. When people ask me what I want to do with my life, I don't even know where to even go with my first answer, because it's so much. So I can only hope that I can at least achieve at least half of the aspirations that I'm setting for myself. So yeah. So I hope that all of you all, got a glimpse into the things that are internal and more in depth with the weaknesses and your own strengths. And again, we still have 30 days left on this challenge. So whatever you aren't finding out now, you will definitely find out about yourself at the end of this. But again, this doesn't happen overnight, and it's not going to happen in 30 days. It could happen a couple months from now, a year from now. All that I know is that when we achieve to excel our knowledge and trying to be a better person on a daily basis, then we eventually get there. The effort will eventually pay off. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what's to come on Monday, which is tomorrow. So I just want to add that there is a checklist that you'll need. I will make them accessible on the Discord app and also on my Facebook page. You can go and access those. Thank you. You can access those and click on the image and print them. That is my suggestion, just so you can physically write on them. Or if you just want to kind of like a guideline to look at it and jot down your own notes or make your own checklist, that is completely fine as well. So if I haven't reached out to you, or if you haven't reached out to me and you want a personal one and you can't access the apps, just let me know. Again, you have a few platforms you can reach out on or reach out to me on. And then, so again, for the second series, what you'll end up needing is a water bottle. This is actually my favorite one. I use it daily. It's huge. It's a liter size, I'm pretty sure. I drink probably about 1.5 of these every single day, or sometimes 2. It just depends on how my day is going. But if you saw my video with the Celsius packets, I normally fill this up every single day. Normally at nighttime before I go to bed, so it's cold in the morning. I go ahead and put my packet in there and fill it up and then put it in the refrigerator. And then when I wake up, I start drinking on it. I have no longer been drinking tea when I wake up in the morning because it doesn't do much for me like it used to. But I will drink tea at the end of the night before bed just to kind of calm me down, relax me. And if I'm sick, then of course I'll drink tea too at nighttime just so I can sleep better. And I'll probably be making a video coming up soon with my tea suggestions. And I also have a specialty that I drink that I also want to make a video about as well. So that'll be coming up probably either this week or next week. So be looking for that. Also, what you'll also need is to continue using your journal and your pen. I also suggested that you get an alarm clock. If you did not get an alarm clock, that's okay. We just want to try to avoid using our phone an hour before bedtime and an hour after waking up. So if you have to set your alarm on your phone, then make sure that you set your phone across the room or in the other room, so therefore it's not within arm's reach. And you also need, let me make sure that... I thought I kept notes. Did I not put notes on here? Well, what did I write that on? I was pretty sure that if I would have only opened it up, I would have seen what I needed. All right, and you'll also need to create a small exercise plan. Now, there are plenty of influencers on YouTube where you can look up somebody who has little small workouts, or if you have an idea of what works for you, you can create your own. Or if you are already in the exercise and gym, criteria on a daily basis, then this won't be no problem for you. So we're going to go over the checklist really quick. I don't have a printout. I actually have to want to print out one myself. But I tried to hold it up to the camera before I started filming, but you can't really see it. So we're just going to go over it. Yay. All right. Oh my gosh, my nose is itching like crazy. Why are y'all talking about me? Huh? Let's see here. No. Where are we at? Okay. So the checklist is pretty much set up. It's an Excel spreadsheet. So it's got the task on the left side, and then it's got Monday through Sunday across the board. And then Sundays, we're going to completely skip out on what the routine asks you to do unless you willingly want to. I don't feel like that the tasks are really like tedious. They're not really extreme tasks to do. It's just, a way of getting you in a routine. So therefore you can expand healthier lifestyle for yourself. But on Sundays, it's going to be our self-love Sunday. And that day will be where you just take a break. Treat yourself, cater yourself, go and do something for yourself, eat something that you don't normally eat for yourself. Like Self-Love Sunday is going to be something that makes you feel good, because this week will probably be a little difficult following this routine. It'll probably be a little difficult to follow for the first few days, because I think the first 7 days trying to do anything the same way, like say a habit or something, it's a little challenging. So you got to kind of push yourself to make it happen. And then I want to say by probably the third week, you should have this routine down pat. If not, it's okay. And look, even after this challenge is done, you can keep on using this routine in your daily life if you choose to. I think that it's a great routine just to start. And then if you want to challenge yourself and add stuff to it, even better. So look, it's whatever works for you. The main point is just to put in the effort and see the results once you're done, because you can't do anything without putting in the effort and expect results in the end if you're not doing nothing. So let's see, where's it at? Okay, so the first task is you want to wake up. For 1 hour after waking up, there will be no social media or phone for the first hour of the day. That means no checking your notifications, no messages, don't go on Facebook, don't go on Instagram, none of that. You want to wake up, turn your alarm off, and then you'll want to do some meditation or prayer, a small exercise regimen, or at least try to fit this in within the first hour. Just your daily routine of how you get ready for the day. Whatever, like I said, everybody's time frame is going to be different, just based upon like what your work shift is like, what your lifestyle is like. So whatever you can fit into that first hour will be recommended. Just don't play on your phone. So then we have meditation or prayer, whichever one works for you. If you're not into either one of those, just kind of, I guess, speaking affirmations to yourself, it will be great. There will also be affirmations posted every morning at 7 o'clock on YouTube, Facebook, and Discord. So be looking for those. And then of course, the exercise routine. I suggest doing anything for at least 15 minutes just to get your blood flow running. And then the affirmation that will be posted, I want you to repeat it to yourself 3 times a day. Whether that's when you first read it, write it down in your journal, because like I said, we'll still be using those. Write it down in your journal, write it down on a Post-it note, add it in a note on your phone, and therefore throughout the day, at least 3 times, I want you to repeat it to yourself. And even better if you look at the mirror when you say it. So, Okay. All right. So I also want you to try the 4-6-8 breathing technique, which is inhale for 4 seconds and hold it for 6, exhale for 8. So I'm going to show you, okay? So hold up. I'm also out of breath. Okay. So hold it for 6. Breathe it out for 8. I ran out of breath. Okay. It's a lot better when I don't have to talk. So it's just you count in your mind, okay? The 4-6-8 rule. You inhale for 4 seconds, hold it for 6, exhale for 8 seconds. Do it 3 times in a row. It'll get you through whatever frustration you're feeling, all right? I stand by this. I did this when I had gave birth to my daughter, and I wish I would have known about breathing techniques whenever I had my other two. All right, so also the water, okay? It says to drink 3 liters of water, which would be 3 of those. I'm not expecting you to drink 3 liters of water if you don't even drink water like that. But drink as much water as you possibly can. Water allows you to detox any type of toxins from your mind, especially whenever you're physically and emotionally speaking affirmations into your life. Drinking water will help those come into fruition, okay? And also prayer and intention journal. So in your journal, every single day, I want you to... What, baby? Huh? You're thirsty? You got a whole cup in your hand. Drink it. Oh my gosh, my nose is going... Oh. Okay, so within that hour you wake up, you have time to write in your journal, whether that be in your intentions for the day or a dream that you had, you know, if you want to take note of that, or use it for before bedtime. Or you can do both. You can write in your journal when you wake up and before you go to bed, or you can, I mean, I feel like that would be something you could do within that hour before and after, so you can, you know, kind of release what's going on up here. If you have some thoughts that you just don't know how to let go, you don't have nobody to tell them to, write them down in the journal, okay? And then, of course, no social media or phone last hour of the day. So before bed, go ahead and set your alarm clock. If it's on your phone, set it on the charger or wherever it needs to go, either across the room or in another room, and don't touch it until the next day when the alarm goes off, and you turn off the alarm and you don't touch it again until you got to walk out the door or go about your day, okay? And then we want to try to reach the goal of getting at least 7 hours of sleep. I know for some of us, we function off of 3 or 4, or some of us sleep for 15 hours a day. Whatever floats your boat. We want to go for at least 7 hours a day. Statistics show that if you have at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep every single night, that you have, what's the word I'm looking for? That you have more functional stamina to get through your day. I mean, I can vouch for that, because I feel like that if I end up sleeping for 3 or 4 hours, I'm tired. And then of course, if I sleep too long, I'm still tired. But normally whenever I get like a good amount of sleep, you're picking all those up too. So we want to try to get at least 7 hours of sleep. All right. So that is the daily routine task. That is what we're going to be doing for the next 4 weeks, or whatever counts up to be 30 days. So I think it's going to be like 4 weeks and a half. And yeah, so it's nothing really major. I know you're probably like, Starla, what does this have anything to do with your soul? Let me tell you something. Anything that allows you to incorporate positive sayings, positive like affirmations in your life, that you're doing good, you're great, you're magnificent, you're brilliant, you're wonderful, you're strong, you're kind, you're beautiful, you're handsome. You can do this. You'll get that promotion. You'll get that brand new house. You'll pass that test. Your credit score will go up. You'll get that car. You'll be approved. All of those things, if you speak all of those into your life and believe that you are worthy, and also incorporate stuff that gets your body moving and allows you to overall just be proud of yourself. That is just good soup for your soul, okay? Oh my gosh. My nose is itching like crazy, y'all. No, I haven't done no drugs. Seriously, somebody's talking about me. Why? That's what I'm saying. Why? All right, so that's pretty much a recap of the second series and what happened in the first series. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Reach out to me on my Discord, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Okay? I think I covered everything. Again, if you need the printout of the checklist, it will be available on my Discord and Facebook. And I might probably go ahead and put it on the Instagram. But I haven't really been keeping up with my challenge on Instagram. I've just been using that as an outlet. Girl, you better pick up all these goldfish too. I've just been using Instagram as a way for people to contact me. So yeah, I hope everybody has a beautiful week. Again, don't put so much pressure on yourself, but if you want to make better changes for yourself, you've got to put in the effort. Any effort is effort at all. And as my favorite motto goes, let me make sure I say this correctly. It is better to have tried and failed than to have never tried at all, for our failures are merely a show of our determination. Okay? I love you all. So much light, love, warmth, peace, and protection to every single one of you all. I will talk to y'all soon. Remember, affirmations will be posted every morning at 7 a.m. And also, I will be back on here this coming up weekends to go and do a little recap of how the week's going. And then I will also be adding little, soul reset challenge tips throughout this challenge. So, bye. I love you all. I love you.